That seems a little inappropriate, don't you think, sir? How can you...
Relax. Once in a while can't hurt. It'll be fine.
Huh? What is he doing here? Yay! My brother! I found you!
I know that voice. Why, if it isn't my little brother, Tooser! What a nice surprise, Tooser. I thought I would have to wait till I return home before seeing you again. How are the others? Sister Tonia and Brother Anthon? Is everybody...
They miss you a lot. Tonia prays for you every day at dinner.
Wait a second. What are you doing here in Liyue, Tooser? How have I not heard anything about this?
Well, what happened was, I saw a boat that looked like it was selling toys, so obviously I thought you were on board. And then, when I got off, I just kept walking and walking, and then I found a Mr. Cyclops. Mr. Cyclops scared off a bad guy, and then I found this nice guy to help me come look for you. And also, Tooser's child's brother? Cool. Suddenly Paimon doesn't feel so bad about taking Tooser's money.
Tooser, what you did was extremely dangerous. I'm so happy to see you, really I am, but please, promise me...
Okay, I promise. Please don't be mad at me.
I'm not mad at you. I just care about your safety, that's all. If you hadn't met these nice people, things could have been a lot more dangerous for you, Tooser. I hope you said a big thank you to them.
Yep, I always remember my pleases and thank yous. Oh, so you did notice we were here. You were just ignoring us. Gotcha.
Forgive me, it's always family first where I'm from. Don't take it personally. I know we've had our differences up to now, but a few minor quibbles aside, we get on quite well, don't you think? Come on, you know I'm just a pawn and all that, just doing my part. As for who wins, who loses, and how each side deals with the consequences, I prefer to leave all that up to the ones playing the game. I'm much more interested in who wins and who loses when it comes to our little sparring matches.
Sounds like...
You're forgetting something about me. I, Tartaglia, spend every second getting stronger.
Whoa, 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 whoa! You aren't gonna fight now, are you?
Maybe not right now. Not while my kid brother is watching.
Why do you want to fight the nice guy? Are you...
No, not at all. Allow me to formally express my sincerest gratitude for taking care of my darling brother.
So anyway, Tooser said something about you being a toy seller. What's that all about? Aren't you supposed to be one of the Fatui's harbinger...
Yes, about that. Shh, look. I only told him that so that he'll look up to me. In the eyes of a child, working with toys must be the best job. I don't want my family to have the older ones already know that I serve this... As I was saying, I remain Snezhnaya's greatest XP...
That's right!
Just humor me in front of Tooser, if you would be so kind. Yes, Ekaterina. I will deal with the issue...
Hey! Slinking!
But Master Child, would it not be a little improper to ask you...
A bet is a bet, isn't it? And if you lose a bet with an agent, well, you might as well get a little...
Are you going off to sell...
That's right. As much as I'd love to catch up a little longer, Tooser, duty calls. I'm...
So we still need to keep babysitting for you? Sure, I really like this guy. And anyway, he made a pinky promise to take good care of me.
Ah, well, it sounds like Tooser really likes you, and that you've already made a pinky promise to take good care... Then I'm in your debt. Here, take this as Tooser's entertainment fund. I want him to have a good time while he's in Liyue, so take him. If need be, you may find me by the river near Qingshu Pool. I'll see you both around.
Looks like we'll be hanging out with Child's kid brother for a while. So, where are we going to play first? How about we start with the toy store? What are those super colorful winged things? They're called kites. The kids in Liyue love them.
Hello there, dear. You look like you've come a very long way. Let Granny guess.
That's right. How do you play with these kite things, Granny?
When the wind picks up, you let out the string and whoosh! The kite will fly into the air, up, up, and away.
Wow, that's amazing! Do you have any Mr. Cyclops ones?
Mr. Cyclops, I'm sorry,
I want to fly Mr. Cyclops high into the sky so all the kids can get to know him.
Well, I can do custom builds, but I'll need some amount of reference material.
Will this picture do? I drew it myself. I bring it with me everywhere.
I'll manage. Still, I must warn you that custom builds can really be quite expensive.
We should be fine. Child was pretty generous with that entertainment fund. But then again, throwing money around willy-nilly is, kinda irresponsible. Well, so, yes, technically speaking, these funds are earmarked for Tooster's entertainment. But if there's any left over when we're done... Either way, it's time to talk prices.
No, that won't do. This amount won't... No, that won't do. No, that won't do. Fine, fine. I've neither the time nor energy to bargain with you at my age.
Thanks, Granny.
Worry not. Just leave it to me.
Pop, why don't we head to One Man Restaurant? It would be a mighty crying shame to come all the way to Liyue and never try the food.
Hello, welcome. Table for three?
This restaurant has a really choking smell.
A choking smell? Oh, you must be referring to our signature spicy chili scent.
Spicy chili? But I can't eat spicy food.
Oh, what a pity. A person who can't eat spicy food misses out on half of life's joys.
Is it really that bad? My meals have to have lots and lots of sugar, and the oil has to be extra virgin vegetable oil. Wow, we've got a real rich kid on our hands. Looks like One Man Restaurant's dishes aren't to Tooster's taste. Maybe we should go somewhere else.
Will that be all? Any more special requests?
What do you mean, Chef?
Giving the people what they want is the very reason Wan Min Restaurant exists. If I thought for 1 second that I couldn't make a dish to satisfy this child's taste, I would have absolutely no business calling my...
Whoa, there seems to be a lot of professional pride riding on this. Then we'll leave it to you, Chef, now. We'll be eating here after all. Sure.
But let me say this first. Special requests are going to... Of course, we aren't going to demand price.
Is it just Paimon? Or are premium custom orders in fashion lately? Still, surely there must be a little room for negotiation.
That seems a bit on the low side. Ah, you folks. Let's go with this then.
Thanks, Chef.
Please sit wherever you like. Your food will be here shortly.
Ugh. I thought it was just right. But this doesn't feel right somehow. Whatever. So where do you want to go next, Tooser? I was so caught up looking for my brother when I first got here that I... Good idea! The hustle and bustle at the...
Keep up.
Wow, this place is huge! And there's so many... Are the waves here always like this? Don't they ever freeze? Given Liyue's climate, the area around the harbor's mouth probably never gets cold enough to... Paimon is kind of the traveler's exclusive personal tour guide. This place is Liyue's commercial hub, and it's been the biggest port in the Seven Nations ever since it was decided that Liyue would take on the world through trade. Other than merchant vessels, many fishing boats and industrial transports dock here to replenish their fishery supplies and daily necessities, which, thanks to the immense throughput capacity of the wharf, yeah, Paimon can't remember how the rest... Well, guess Paimon will just have to explain this Paimon style. So this harbor is like Tevat's mouth, and it's the biggest mouth you've ever seen. All the nations float their boats over the sea into the mouth. The harbor goes nom 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 nom, and then Liyue Harbor rubs its big round belly in satisfaction because it's all stuffed full of delicious more. Hey, what's that big metal hook over there? I want to see. Wait, Tooser, don't run off. After all that, he wasn't even listening. That metal hook is huge, and it gets bigger the closer we... This is an anchor. Docked ships use it to hold themselves in... An anchor. Got it. But I think I might get it mixed up with Commodore Hook. Commodore Hook? Is this another one of your weird toy names? My brother always sends me a really big toy for my birthday. Commodore Hook, Black Steel Jack, Iron Tony. We keep them all in our backyard. Yeah, and that's why I can't bring them with me all the time. It's a shame. Wow! Using Fatui funds for personal gain? To think Snezhnaya would let their harbingers do that! All for some giant toys! But suddenly, it doesn't seem so strange that Tooser would treat a ruin guard as a giant toy. But my favorite has to be Mr. Cyclops. Even though I mostly came here to see my brother, the other big thing I wanted to do was play with Mr. Cyclops. Oh, are they selling fish over there? Let's have a look. Hey! Quit running off! Is this where they sell fish? Wow.
Hey, whose fish are you calling small? Little...
He's just a curious kid. No need to get worked up. That said, these fish are actually pretty big by Paimon standards. Just how big are the ones you're used to, Tooser? Maybe 200 times your size? There are legends in my hometown about it. It's supposed to be a super delicious fish. I told my brother about it, and he went out to sea to catch one for me. A few days later, he returned with the humongous fish slung over his shoulder. Anthon and I were so happy. Are you sure that was a fish? Paimon thinks it sounds more like some sort of leviathan. Hey, Mr. Nice Guy, let's go over there to see the boats. What's wrong, Tooser? Are you tired? You don't seem so happy. I miss my brother. What? But we were just with him. Yeah, but for such a short time that it doesn't count. Take me to see my brother. I don't want to play anymore. Yep. Well, we've played with Tooser long enough, haven't we? Child said that he'd be by the river near Chingshu Pool. Yay! Let's go! Let's go!
Ha! Keep up. I'm used to the river, but you should probably use an umbrella.
Want a taste of my hammer?
Another one with the forest. I'll uproot you.
Yeah, brace yourself. This is gonna hurt.
Is this retribution?
That was
Shouldn't let your guard down.
Enshroud! I'll uproot you.
I got careless.
I think we can forgo the lost and found report. Keep up.
Found him! There's Child! Wait, he's talking to the treasure hoarders?
You know what I'm here for, I trust.
Oh, you got lip. Making us guess, are you? If you want to join up, let me just say this first. Dandy.
Oh, what a commendable imagination. Well, in the Tsaritsa's name, I suppose I should forgive you country bumpkins for your ignorance.
Brother! You're selling them toys, aren't you, brother? That's so cool.
Well, why, yes, of course. For I am the greatest toy salesman in Snezhnaya.
So cool.
Huh? You playing games, pretty boy?
So, will you buy or not? The toys that Snezhnaya produced 3 months ago will run you, yes, 600,000 mora, to be paid in full.
Toys! And how much money?
Wow. Is that what it's gonna cost to fix that?
Look at that! Spreading joy and laughter to everyone! That
I'll say it again. Toys from Snezhnaya, 3 months prior, 600,000 mora paid in full.
Yeah, no. Sorry, sales boy. The same joke isn't funny twice. Or were you always cruising for a bruising?
All right then, I'll make things a little easier for you. I'll join the treasure hoarders. Perhaps you'll be more willing to pay when we're brothers in arms?
Would you listen to yourself? You think we just let any old person into the treasure hoarders? I'm not so sure you could hack it.
Well then, why don't you put me to the test, dear seniors?
Looks like you're not gonna pack it up until someone packs you in. Alright then. Truth be told, we've set up a shop here because there's a fine little loot cave nearby. But the treasure hasn't been easy to get at. We've been at it for 2 days now. If you think you're up to
Come on. If we can't do it, do you really think this guy stands a chance?
An initiation test, eh? Interesting. It's been a while since I've been assessed by someone else.
The loot's on the opposite cliff. We're gonna hang back here and watch the show.
Huh, no problem. Don't blink though, or you might miss it.
But if you wanna travel, then go alone. Yeah, what's the point in us if I never know? Yeah, if you're gonna leave, I'ma let you go. I'm tired of the pain. Go away. I'm tired of yesterday.
All right. Well, I have the goods. Here you go. So how'd I do? Pretty well.
Brother, what do we do? This fellow isn't normal.
Please, hold on a moment, sir. We need to... He ain't here for an initiation. He just wanted to show off.
Honestly, we'd be no match for him if he wanted to fight.
Guys, do you think we're being robbed?
I don't know. Surely, he wouldn't have come here all dressed up like that if he was only after us. Unless, maybe his words...
Snezhnaya, 3 months, 600,000. I remember that the boss took out a 600,000 more loan from that Snezhnayan bank about 3 months ago.
So this guy must be the debt collector. But what...
And that's where you're still green. See, in a lot of professions like this, people...
Makes sense. Owing money is pretty...
This guy isn't one to mess with, I tell you. He's a professional. Way too professional.
So, Mr. Salesman, my apologies, but...
Oh? I didn't pass? I must say, I never imagined that the treasure hoard...
No, it's not that. What we mean is that you're too big a fish for our little pond. But we fully understand the situation with the... toys, sir. We'll fetch...
I see. Well then, it's been a pleasure doing business with you. We get paid, and everyone stays happy.
Yes. Couldn't agree more, sir.
That's my brother for you. Toy sellers are so cool.
Ah, Master Child, you're here. A new batch of fresh recruits have just...
Hey now, keep your voice down. Can't you see I'm entertaining some clients over here?
Clients? Well, anyway, the Motherland has dispatched a new batch of recruits to Liyue. They've just arrived, and I'm afraid we
do I have to? Now is hardly the best time.
I must apologize for troubling you, Master Child, but they are already waiting for you south of Link. Every new batch of recruits must be baptized by the Tsaritsa's will, through the words of her harbingers. This has always been our rule. At present, Master Child, you are the only harbinger in Liyue. Please, everyone is standing in formation and waiting for you to bestow this honor upon them.
Well, all right then, I'll go. Just give me a moment to catch up with my brother, and I'll be right with you.
Do you have to keep working?
Yes, Tusser. We have a group of new toy sellers fresh in from the Motherland, and I need to go teach them the ropes.
Wow, that's great! When I grow up, I want to be a toy seller too.
I'm afraid you're still too young to, sir. I'm not sure if you'd understand much of it, and most of it's rather boring anyhow. Why don't you go play with the Traveler instead? Sound good?
But...
I really do have to go now too, sir. A lot of people are waiting to see me. I'll see you around, all right?
Child really dotes on his brother, but now he's gotta ditch him again. Must be a really tough job. Yeah, you're right. He hasn't done himself any favors with the whole to think he'd go this far just to prevent his family from seeing his dark side. Maybe, but he has good intentions, doesn't he? Wait, where's Tooser? We were too busy chatting. Where'd he go? Did he sneak off to follow his brother? Either way, let's head over there.